Alright, so basic one-handed butterfly poi. We start off with a one-handed butterfly, as you would normally do. Don't want to cross it over, just have the hands near each other. Pass it off the bottom poi into the other hand, so just like that. Where you pass it off to is up to you. This can work in many different ways, but any of these bottom fingers, the 3 bottom fingers, can hold the poi. So my middle finger, my ring finger, my pinky finger, or even out of the bottom of the hand. There we go. Alright? So all of those are legit. If the heads are running into each other, 2 tips. One is to keep them as far away from each other as possible. That's why I use the pinky most of the time to hold the poi. The other tip is to shorten the bottom poi a little bit more so that the heads are in different planes, so that instead of coming around and being in the same plane, one is passing a little bit underneath the other one. This will especially be helpful if you have big contact ball heads. Do that. What else did we do? Alright, so from here we went and wrapped it around our leg. So for that, if you wrap it too close to the head, then they're just gonna bounce off your leg. If you wrap too close to the hands, they wrap around your leg and don't get that bounce, and sometimes they'll handcuff around the leg and you don't want that with fire. So the sweet spot on my poi is about 1/3 away from the head, and I'll bounce off and keep going. So that. I took it behind our heads. So here, behind, back and front. Do it from the side. I take my home side, the leg stays in front. The other side, the leg goes behind. And when I take it behind my head, I lean back. It's going over my shoulder. It's not going directly over my head, but over the shoulder. And do a bunch of beats on the back side, or take it a beat here, a beat there, 2 beats here, 2 beats there. Those are good drills to do. What else we did? Switching to the other hand. There's many ways to do this as well. The way that I do it is I take the bottom poi and just grab it. Now I'm holding it in the other hand. Switch which poi is on top. So my right hand has been on top. Now it's going to be on the bottom. And then I pass it off the same way I did before to the pinky to continue it. Before you can do the pass off, of course, you have to do the butterfly with both hands first, so learn that. Then we went into split time butterfly. So to start off, do a split time 2-handed butterfly and pass it off in the same way you did with the same time, pass it off to the other hand. The positioning with this that I didn't go over, my thumb stays on top. It doesn't rotate out to the side, it doesn't rotate up, although those ways are legit and people do it that way, so if it works for you, go for it. My thumb pretty much stays on top and the entire hand is doing little tiny circles. Yeah, so split time butterfly. The movement is back and forth. So with the same time one did up and down, the jerking motion to get it back into place. With the split time one, it's a back and forth motion, and the motion is coming from the shoulder. Then we took this one and we wrapped it around the arm. So, like this. So the technique here is when it goes to the outside of my body, it does a little chomp over there, and then it comes back. So, yeah. Chomp, wrap, chomp. So outside, wrap on the inside, go back to the outside. What else did we do?
Split time to the side.
Oh, yeah, taking it around the side. So the same way that we took the same time butterfly behind our heads, you can take it around to the side with the split time. So a little push. And the idea there is, just like up here, feel that gravity going and pull, going up and going down, going up and going down. On the sides, it's feel it going side to side. Feel it pull out there before pulling it back and pull again. What else am I doing? Tosses. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so tosses. Basic tosses. You want to hit the vector going off of the circle. To get it up, you want to let go when it's on the side. That way the vector is going up and then coming back down. So up and back down. Up and back down. Same thing with the other direction. Up, back down. If your poi are flying too far off in that direction, then you're releasing a little late and you want to release right on off to the side. If they're flying off in that direction, you're releasing early down here instead of over here. So that's the issue. If your poi are flying forward, then your thumb is probably leaning down, which is making the plane go forward and fly off. If your poi are flying backward toward you, your thumb is toward you too much, and it needs to be adjusted downwards so that it goes straight up when you let go. Those are tosses. Tossing out of a one-handed butterfly. Yeah, this going. I'm going to release my bottom poi and catch the other hand. Again, all I'm doing is opening my fingers when that bottom poi is coming around into the side here. So here. It can also be caught in the same hand. All I'm doing is releasing my bottom poi and then catching it again. I'm only opening my bottom fingers and then closing them again in the same position. The challenge here is to release on the side and get it to flip back over to the same position so you can close it. It can be done continuously, it can be done 2 high tosses, not like that, better.
Double release?
Yeah, double release. Right. So you can release both at the same time. The trick is to get them to both release when they're on the horizontal place. So, boom.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they're flying too far outward, again, you're releasing them a little too soon, and the trajectory is taking them outward. So make sure that you're releasing at the horizontal. This can also be done from hand to hand. So I release my bottom poi first, catch it in the other hand, and then release my top poi and catch it in the other hand.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we didn't go over that, but that's possibilities. And finally, we went over how to get it to start from rest. So you want to have the one set of poi held by the thumb in your thumb vagina, I think. Tiana was calling it a thumb vagina. And the other one hanging between your pinky and your ring finger. There we go. You want to make sure that they're horizontal. I mean, not horizontal, parallel. Turn the hand inward and start swinging them back and forth. If the poi start to tangle, work on this swing so that they don't tangle and they stay parallel to each other. When the poi reach the outside of the same arm, the top one is going to get a little jerk. So you get a little finger movement to help guide it around. It's very slight, and that will help get it on its way. And the jerk. So it comes around this index finger, gives it a little help to push it over, and then once it's pushed over, the bottom one is still swinging back and forth, and as it swings, when you give it a jerk, it'll go into butterfly. I'll do it one more time.